Hi, everybody. As promised, we're doing Red Embrace. It's happening. Red Embrace 2, the Hollywood edition. So I'm going into this one pretty blind. I mean, I knew that it was happening, but I don't know too much about it, except that it's in the 90s and we're in for more vampires. It's going to be more about the clans, I believe. I'm not sure if we're going to see Bishop. I'll get to do my Bishop voice if I can even remember what that was. Hi, I hope you're all having a fantastic Friday. And, of course, can you hear me? It has been a while, Mia. It really has. I'm very excited. Argent Games was kind enough to send this to me, and I've had it for a while, and I finally have had a chance to be like, yes, Argent, they've brought us so many hours of entertainment. I mean, remember the first one? Your Dry to Light? Good times. It's so good. All right, are we ready? I think we're ready. Ooh, we have to design a character. This matters. This matters mightily. So, I don't know. What are my choices? Oh, I have 3 choices. Okay. Oh, that's quite the intense hairstyle. You're all gonna have to help me. Be my best self. Be the best Jack I can be. Ooh. 3 choices. Ooh, okay. I'm feeling this one. You can't see his face. Is my face blocking his? Get out of here. No one wants to see my face. There we go. This is the face that you're working with. All right. Here I am, keeping the face from all of you. Ooh. Well, hello there. Yeah, this is the stream. This contemplative noises. I like the green. I like the teal. Okay, eye color. Oh. Okay, I need to stop. It can't just be me making noises. I like the red eye. The red eyes are... Ooh, the gray eyes, though. Oh, okay. Red. Red, even though I don't think the character's a vampire yet. Okay. 2 face types. Do I want like a really pointy chin? Like, do I want to open a can with it? Or a daintier chin? I can open a can with this chin. I just always wanted to open a can with the chin. Ah, I see. Okay. I'm gonna go with 2. Oh yeah, I know we're all here for the can chin. Chin, twink chin. Okay. There's more? There are more choices. We're not even done. That's amazing. I don't know what to do with this many choices. Okay. We're the finest Jack that we can make. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to stop, I swear. I need to play with combinations for this. Like, this is important. We need to look at our character for the whole game. Okay, let's put piercings on first, because I definitely want piercings to be here, because that will also help determine what we're doing. Okay. Okay, let's see. Nose, that's lip, and brow. Okay, brow 100%. Always brow. Lip, yes. Let's get a lip going on. Ooh, then it's like a nice, like, piercing line down the face. But do I want it on or off? Okay, nose ring on or nose ring off? How are we feeling? See it again. On, off. Quality content. On. Okay, earrings. Ooh. Oh, of course. Okay, one. We're going to give him one Bajoran earring. But then I think we need the nose off. Bajoran earring, nose off, lip off. Lip on. Lip on. Okay. Necklace. Ooh, choker. Oh, the chain. Look at the studs. Okay. Look at the, okay. He can kill a man now with his chin and his necklace. I think the spikes need to stay on. Look at these spikes. Look at this. Look what we've created. Oh. I thought the eyeshadow was already on. I didn't realize that that's what it looks like on. Oh, I think we need it on. Yeah, I think we're going to need that on. That's going to be an on for me, dog. And what is your name? My name's Jack. My name is always Jack. Oh, we want to see lip colors now. Okay, hold on. Jack, we need to see if Jack needs lip colors. Oh. I like all of them. I like all of them. This is a problem. I like all of them. I'm gonna leave it off. I'm gonna take it off. I feel like there's enough. I want the fierceness of the eyeshadow to live there on Jack's face. I guess that way I can pretend that it's Jack from the other game. Oh, you have all the choices. That's really nice. All right, Jack. Let's live our best Jack life, shall we? Okay. Tell me if you can hear music, and if you can, if it's too loud or not. Oh, I live over on this side now? Cool. Let me know. Because I hear nothing, but that's probably just because my headphones are broken. I think I hear stuff. Okay. Everyone comes to Hollywood for a reason. Oh, you can hear sirens? All right, let's turn it up a bit then. Oh, I hear sirens too. I can hear the sirens. Okay, let's not sing, even though Lana Del Rey is awesome. Saints, sinners, artists, anti-artists, and all the beautiful people in America. Jack's definitely one of the beautiful people. We done good. On September 24th, 1996, I became one of those people. That's right, Jack. But why did I go to Hollywood? Ooh. Choices. To become a legend, to charm my way into Hollywood's heart, to discover, 100% to discover every dark secret. That's the only reason I go anywhere, ever. Also, can I save yet? Because that's what's important. Oh, yeah, I can? Look at all these slots. Oh. We're in the end game now. 100% to discover every dark secret. An irresistible urge pulled me here. I knew I belonged in Hollywood among the debauchery, the filth, and the perfumed skeletons inside the closet. I wanted to learn more about the darkest parts of human nature because that was the only way to learn more about myself. That's right. Check. Of course, that was just the reason why. The how, that was something different. I came to Hollywood as an artist creating beauty, a visionary seeking truth, a rebel making waves. Can you imagine if I just start off with Rex's voice and just go with it? I like artist or a visionary. I went for dark secrets, so I think that then Jack should be a visionary seeking truth. If, you know, he's there to uncover dark secrets. A visionary seeking truth. I needed to share my ideas, expose secrets, and question everything I knew about the world. Being a skeptic wasn't just fun, it was necessary. In a time so full of confusion, somebody had to shine a light on the truth, and maybe that person was me. Maybe? Yes, 100% that person was me. I always love the backgrounds in these games, they're so nice. For 2 weeks, I prowled around the Sunset Strip, learning the ins and outs of Hollywood. Each night, I felt my dreams getting closer, more real. The glittery celebrity world was opening its doors to me, beckoning me inside. Until 2 weeks later, on October 8th, when it happened. Dun dun dun. Ooh, we've got ambient noise, people. How is it? Music volume check. I'm into it. I'd gone to a club, but not just any club. One that hosted the darker side of LA nightlife. Vampires? I wasn't disappointed. I'm already not disappointed, so yeah, let me know the volume levels and everything. You know that's like my one fear. I should just name every stream, is the sound on? Eerily beautiful people everywhere, swathed in dark clothes, slow, hypnotic music, the rattling of dancers in cages. Oh, we Gucci? Daydreamer Jim says we Gucci, fam. Okay. Something felt different about this place. It wasn't just another club. No, it felt like another world. Oppressive, seductive, terrifying. To calm my nerves, I approached the bar to order my favorite drink. Something I love how obsessed all these games are with what type of drink you order at the bar. They're like, this is the linchpin of your entire personality. What drink do you want? Strong, spicy, and colorful. Sweet, light, and rich. Bitter, complex, and dark. Strong, spicy. Let's see. I think bitter, complex, and dark. They're all good. Like, I like how we're slowly becoming the person. I mean, what would someone with that spiky of a color drink? Strong and spicy. Extra is a 3. You know what? I think if my color was that spiky, like probably. Okay, I'm gonna use a save slot because I can, because this is clearly such an important life choice. Bitter, complex, and dark, like the secrets of this world. It was delicious, but I didn't get more than a few seconds to enjoy the taste. Because vampire? Please tell me that's why. When I looked up, someone down the bar was staring at me intently. A tall, dark-haired man dressed in all black, his gaunt face matched by a skull-piercing stare. Is it Bishop? Are you here to say hi to me? After a few moments, he stalked closer, only stopping when his chest nearly touched mine. But it didn't feel like a pickup, not even like bold flirting. I like that phrasing, bold flirting. What does that look like? Oi, you! Suddenly, I knew I was in very real danger. And yet, as I stared at my own reflection in his dilated pupils, I realized I couldn't move. I was completely hypnotized by what he whispered in my ear, the beastly look in his eyes, his terrifying beauty. I really like all the choices so far. They're all really extra, and that speaks to me a lot. Yeah, I'm torn. Yeah, Josiah, I'm torn too between 2 and 3. 2 is more spikes. Oh. The beastly look in his eyes. The beastly look. What's the look of love? It's not the look of love, but that song's in my head now. His terrifying beauty is really tempting me, though. Oh. The beastly look in his eyes. I swallowed in fear. But my curiosity only flared higher. Aha! In line with the personality that I chose. There was something mesmerizingly inhuman in his gaze, and I felt like prey before a predator, something I'd never truly felt before. It was more fascinating than I wanted it to be. Sinking his long nails against my shoulder, the man led me towards the filthy hallway with its filthier bathrooms. That is not a filthy hallway, that's all I'm gonna say. Wild moans and the wheezing of people who'd sniffed too many drugs leaked from under the doors, along with weak fluorescent lights. Oh, light. One light. I'm sorry. There's only one light. There were 4 lights. But I didn't have much time to appreciate the cinematic moment. Uh-oh. The man grabbed my hair and pushed me against the wall, which was full of posters for bands nobody cared about. Yes, that sentence is everything. That sentence is amazing. I'm gonna change your life forever, but you'll never learn my name, he whispered. How does that make you feel? I feel like you're crazy. Why won't you give me your name? I came here to change. Ooh, I have to go with I came here to change. Like, ooh, but I had said Jack wanted to know secrets. But I came here to change seems really just like going for it. I came here to change. I know, Crystal, it's been a long time. I know you did. Everyone comes to Hollywood to change. As those low words rumbled in his throat, he smiled. And 2 long, cruel fangs glimmered between his lips. Fangs? No, they couldn't be real, and yet, for some horrible reason, I knew they were. In that moment, I suddenly felt full of lust in a horrible rapture, gripped by fear. And Jules, I love how you're like, what does he look like? Show the face. I mean, we're normally just a thirsty group of people. I know, right? Soul Cutie, there have been so many options. I'm in choice heaven. This is so many choices. Plot twist, it's Bishop. It had better be Bishop. Full of thirst? I know, right? Okay, full of let's save. Why am I saving here and not the other one? It's fine. I make weird choices. Just full of lust. I trembled with excitement. This had always been my fantasy. I didn't care if it was only a wet dream. Whoa. I wanted to be enthralled, drained, ravished. Well, let me make sure my stupid head is out of the way. There we go. Now you can see it in all its glory. I'm gonna move around so much in this stream. And then I felt the bite. There's no place for Sasha. There, okay. An agonizing pain ripped through me, searing into my neck, spreading through my whole body. I know, right? So we got great hair. It was a good hair choice. I have no regrets. I couldn't make a sound. I couldn't do anything except stand still, just like a deer in headlights. Oh, you're right. The nails. It is Bishop. I'll have to write another nail painting fic. I love that this series inspired me to fic again. Ooh, is this Bishop in the 90s? Like, in modern times he's Bruce Wayne, but in the 90s he was like an edgy punk kid. Ooh, motion. But slowly, the pain started to melt away. Warm, euphoric tingles bubbled through my neck and down my spine. I let out a low moan before I could stop it, but the sound just blended into the murky background of music and laughter. It was better than anything. Better than sex, better than drugs, better than money or love or fame, and yet it felt like all of those things rolled up into one sensation. His icy hands and lips pulled me down into this incredible euphoria until my body couldn't take it anymore. And died? Because that's what's happening. I felt the blood draining from my veins, my breathing coming to a halt, my heart finally stopping. I realized what was happening, but I was too drowned in pure mindless bliss to even care. I was dying. Was I dead? Drink. Something pressed against my lips. Metallic liquid dripped down my throat, sending a jolt through my body. Ooh, look at that. Look at the warble effect. I should have been dead, but I wasn't. Instead, I was half awake, half dreaming. In the middle of that surreal moment, I felt strangely enlightened, radiant, or powerful. I think powerful. How do we feel about powerful? Yeah, I always like to feel powerful. Powerful. Nothing could stop me. I was dangerously, impossibly strong. I know I'm not saving as much as I normally do. I'm living life on the edge. I could destroy the whole world. And a part of me wanted to. And so hell spread its legs. Whoa, okay. His voice rasped harshly in my ear. The world went dark. Ooh, intro? They always have such good intros, Argent Games. I'm excited to watch it. Let's see who we get. Let me make sure I'm not in the way of anything. I like the music a lot. Randall. Ooh, the one I used for the thumb. Marcus with a K. Oh my gosh, this dating sim has women in it? I don't know what to do with myself now. That never happened. I love their intros so much. Oh, also, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna have to age gate this. I might, because they said 18 plus, so just throwing that out there. Just so you know, so if it suddenly happens. Ooh, look at that fade. That was a good fade. I'm into this. A lot. No one should be surprised by this, though. The next thing I knew, I was on the sidewalk outside the club. What the hell was I doing here? Had I blacked out? Was this a dream? I couldn't remember walking outside, even though I hadn't drunk anything strong. That's right, it was, what, bitter and complex? But I did remember that strange man. What he said to me. The bite. The bite? Did that mean... No. What a stupid thing to think. It must have just been a weird hallucination brought on by the flashing lights and pounding music. I mean, who doesn't hallucinate that in the club? It served me right for going to such a sleazy club, honestly. With the cleanest, filthiest hallway I'd ever seen. I like the fade transition. Look at that. I stumbled through the streets, fighting the urge to stop and vomit. I could feel my skin growing cold. My mouth was dry and I didn't need to breathe. Everything around me looked different. Colors were brighter, faces uglier, and an unnerving flicker in my peripheral vision gave me the sense I was being watched. My mind felt like it was being invaded, shuffled around, unlocked. Something was rising to the surface. No, none of this was possible. There had to be some other explanation. Vampires didn't exist. But if they didn't exist, then what was I becoming? By the time I rounded the corner to an alleyway, never a good sign, I was ready to slump down and curl up until I figured out what the hell was going on. This abandoned alleyway. But as soon as the alley came into view, I saw someone standing there watching me. Not just watching. It seemed more like he was waiting for me. He took a deep breath, slowly shaking his head. You smell fresh. If I strain my ears, I can almost hear water dripping back into the baptismal font. The man's deep voice was accented with an aristocratic southern drawl. Yes! Hold on. Oh, I get to be southern. His manner of speech reminded me of a preacher, melodic and a little theatrical. Well, you came to the right place. But almost instantly, I sensed there was something about him was different, wrong somehow. For one thing, you could see his eyes completely through his sunglasses. I know, right, Louis? Are you like me? Is this a dream? Who the hell are you? Lucy's okay. I would love to be, like, slightly smart for once, so I think I'm gonna go with, are you like me? I'll save, too. Are you like me? No, oh my god, now I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. It's been too long since I've streamed. What do you mean? It's okay. Yes, brother, I am dead. In any other sense, though, I'd be mighty doubtful. Oh, I'll get into it. It'll happen. A knowing smile stretched over his lips, and he adjusted his sunglasses smugly. Now, as for interjections, I'm the Grand Master who plays blindfolded. That cutout on your hand. You don't remember getting that scratch-out face on the yearbook photo. What does that mean? What does any of that mean? They call me Marcus, and I'm happy to join you for the best and worst night of your existence. After tipping an imaginary hat to me, he flashed a wide grin and I glimpsed two small white fangs shining in the light. No need to mention your own name, Jack. So don't worry, I know exactly who you are. And now you're one of us, a night stalker, a bloodsucker, an overblown myth, hiding a horrible monster. You're a vampire, brother. Welcome to the Valley of Death. So I've been turned into a vampire. Ha 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 ha. Or, this can't be real. Vampires aren't real. I like ha 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 ha. Oh. So I've really been turned into a vampire. Yeah, why not? I'm thirsty, but smart. What a combination. Well, not quite. Right now, I'd say you more resemble a walking corpse. It's not until you sink your fangs to a live body, feel the heat flowing into your cold guts, that you start to shift into something more. Smursty, I like that. My brain didn't feel like it could process what Marcus was saying. Everything made sense. But at the same time, his accent was so fake that I couldn't. It all just seemed too insane to be real. As if he could sense my confusion, Marcus let out a patient sigh and decided to organize the screen in such a way that the streamer had to move her head thing, and otherwise people couldn't see, losing him 5 vampire points. Considering you're still bemused, let me try to put the facts of the situation in simpler terms. You merely turned into a different kind of parasite, brother. An honest one. Minus sex favors, you won't have to suck those out of human folk anymore. They will simply fall into your lap. Just blood is all you need now. Doesn't that make you feel relieved? Marcus suddenly paused, taking a deep, long sniff of the air. A few moments later, he leaned towards me, this time sniffing close to my neck. Whoa. That's already happened tonight. Oh, I have choices now. Question mark, or get the hell away from... Oh, cut off, like I didn't get to finish it. Question mark, or like, whoa, slow your roll. You sound like Foghorn Leghorn. Question mark?
You guys seem to share an affliction. The peculiar damnation of seeing what others wouldn't like us to see. Golgotha. God's name of our house, but don't trouble yourself to remember it. Self-awareness, I find its prized far too highly.
He winked at me, grinning like we'd shared some priceless inside joke, except I didn't get the punchline. What do you mean, Golgotha? Golgotha, I feel like I've heard that before. Well, we haven't. Not really. So...
Indeed. You'll learn plenty about him soon enough. About yourself, rather. For now, you should at least know this. You're bitten by a Golgotha vampire, which means your blood has been taken on those qualities, and you're part of that house.
Great, so now I'm just in a clan? Okay, well, I'm glad that I hope they're a good clan.
You have my sincerest apologies.
His lips curled into a slow, insidious smirk that suggested his apologies were anything but sincere. Was anything he said to me sincere, though? Did he actually know what was happening to me? Was he just some crazy druggie on the street? I think we're past that point at this point. Oh, I keep thinking that no. I'm so incompetent when it comes to moving my webcam. I need one of those stream decks. With my mind reeling like this, I couldn't decide which situation was more plausible. The vampire one. I mean, we already were like, oh, so I'm a vampire now? Seems legit. Of course, now I move it, and now I have to move it back. The struggle. That's what I'm gonna call this stream. Where should I put my webcam? Part 1.
Alright, I do believe that's enough. Before you get yourself in any trouble, there's someone y'all need to meet.
Who?
Come now, back to the pen like a good little lamb.
Alright. Are you taking me to be slaughtered? I'm not going anywhere with you. Alright just seems so like, whatever you say. Are you taking me to be slaughtered? It at least seems kind of clever, like we're bantering. I'll banter with you, Marcus.
Nah, little lamb, I'm no butcher. Nor am I your shepherd, but we both got nowhere else to go.
Before I had a chance to offer a reply, Marcus grabbed my shoulders, pulling me forcefully towards the street. Stay quiet. Try to struggle. Where are you taking me? I feel like the last option is always so dramatic in this. Where are you taking me? Stay quiet. Try to struggle. I mean... One is no point. 3 is the old Jack. That's true. We're new Jack. New Jack wants answers and wants to know things, so stays quiet to get where he's going. Don't make a scene. I bite my lip and said nothing. I bit my lip and said nothing. Tenses. Grammar. I wasn't exactly eager to trust him, but I didn't have much of a choice. When we reached the street a few moments later, I noticed a black sedan parked in front of us. It hadn't been there when I walked by earlier. New Jack is an experience.
Don't worry, my dear. We wouldn't dream of making you ride in anything but luxury.
His voice drawled in my ear, ringing with amusement as he opened the backseat door. Ariella, I think I'm just always Jack now. That's my life. My life is Jack. Jack is. There was and only is Jack. This wasn't the hearse I was expecting, or we, who is we? I mean, are we just gonna like live like the sassiest sass life that we could? Like sass. I mean, we had good sass going in the alleyway. Let's do it. Every car can be a hearse. It all depends on who's behind the wheel. Wouldn't you agree, brother? Stop calling me stop it. Ugh. Is that gonna happen if we have a smut scene? Like, ooh, brother. No, I don't want this. Without further ceremony, Marcus shoved me inside the sedan, squeezing in behind me. The second he closed the door, the shadowy driver started up the car, and we sped off down the road at an alarmingly fast pace. I was too disoriented to try and figure out our destination from the landmarks passing by. But that didn't keep a sickening sense of anticipation from building in my gut. If there are any questions burning in your mind, now might be the time to ask. Marcus murmured to me from the other seat. I can't murmur in this accent. His eyes glowing faintly behind their dark lenses. I can't promise you much, let alone the answers, but I figure you deserve some semblance of a welcome. Let it never be said that I'm not a gentleman. Alright, questions. I have lots of questions. Why does the world seem different now? Were you waiting for me back there? Why was I turned into a vampire? Oh, these are all good questions, and can I only ask one? I would like the answers to all of these questions. What do you think? What do you want to know the answer to the most? Save. Yeah, you're right. Let me use one of my beautiful saves. Look at how many saves. I need to be stopped. The last one seems more important. Yeah, I mean, were you waiting for me is a level of thirst that, like, I think we need to know. Why is he waiting? I'll make sure he ain't a creep. He is a creep. He's full on a creep. 2 or 3. Why was I turned into a vampire? You'll have to ask my employer that, I'm afraid. Damn it. I was probably told details, but everything in my head sometimes blurs together into one big screaming mass. Oh, I can ask more. Oh, yay. Okay. Were you waiting for me back there? I was indeed. Consider me the bouncer to the eternal party in hell. I can ask all of them? They've really upped their ante. There's so many choices. It's so interactive. I'm really liking it. Why does the world seem different now? Because you got Golgotha blood, my dearest brother, and it lets you see things for how they truly are. Unfortunately for us, the way they truly are is far, far worse. Alright. Right, that's enough for us for now. As you say, brother. And that's good too, because it means for future playthroughs you can just speed through if you've already done it. We rode for a short while longer, and in the silence that followed, my mind felt blank. I was slowly coming to terms with what had happened, even though the rational part of me insisted I was stuck in a dream. Wherever Marcus was taking me, I could only hope that I'd finally learned the truth behind everything, including the mysterious man at the club. That's a good question, Naughty. Maybe our house is based on the personality we chose. If so, that would make it have a really good replay value. Because, I mean, Golgotha. It's not the funnest clan to say. It wasn't long before we arrived at a huge towering building marked with a giant sign that read Hollywood Heights Hotel. I'd passed by this intimidating place before, noticing the unusually high security outside. Everyone who passed through its doors had a certain strange presence about them, even stranger than most of Hollywood's eccentrics. I was about to say eccentricities. I'm adding things. Marcus pulled me out of the car and into the hotel's luxurious lobby. His boots clacked on the polished marble floors. Click, clack, click, clack. We came to a stop in front of a private room, but instead of knocking, Marcus simply barged right in. Oh, Shirsha, right? No, don't do this to me. I butcher all Irish names. Ah. No. Does anybody know how to credibly say this name in the chat? Because I don't feel like butchering it. Good evening. Good evening. Name that I will look up and not ruin. I brought Jack a little Golgotha novitiate. Please give me a warmest welcome. Is it Shirshi? Shirsha, right? Okay, let me not, ruin her life. Shirsha. Okay. Okay, I think so too. I just don't want to be that person. I can't do an Irish accent. Let's not do that. Oh, welcome back, Marcus. An elegant woman stood up from her chair to greet us, her eyes flicking from Marcus to me. I've been expecting you... Oh, well, that's not the welcome that I want. I like people to look happier to see me. Please. Marcus, there's been a mistake. This individual was not supposed to be bitten. She spoke in a very slow, dangerous fashion of someone barely controlling their rage. At least that rage seemed to be directed at Marcus, not me. Is that so? Marcus shrugged, looking about as bothered as if he'd forgotten to get milk from the grocery store. But our brother here was the only pretty young dead thing to walk out of the abattoir. Your lucky candidate must have missed their appointment. Missed their... The woman steepled her fingers to her upper lip, and from the murderous way she stared at the ground, it was a wonder she didn't burn a hole through it. Just one headache after another. If only I could hire someone competent for a change. Finally, with a deep sigh, she turned her focus back to me. I had the distinct feeling her calculating eyes were scrutinizing me, doing some kind of rapid cost-benefit analysis. Well, let me start by saying my name. Cherise, okay. Cherise Locke. S-A-O-R-I-S-E. Cherise. And I apologize for all of this happening to you. As you might have guessed, another mortal was supposed to receive the bite tonight. Not you. It seems there was a misunderstanding. You know, I'm still not convinced this is real. Then there's no way to turn me back. What the hell? You just ruined my entire life! Then there's no way to turn me back. Yeah, I think, we're in it. We're in it to win it? There's no way to turn me back? No, I'm afraid not. If it were that simple, we wouldn't be standing here now, would we? It seems my agent was sabotaged, presumably by your mysterious sire, who is no doubt an enemy of mine.
Regardless, I'm rather short on time here, so I won't mince words. You can lament over your loss of humanity for the next century, or you can accept the hand you've been dealt and move on. Cherise breezed along without trying to hide her impatience or annoyance, like I was inconveniencing her somehow. It almost left me speechless. She was gonna chalk this up to a misunderstanding? You were an accident, but I'm offering you a purpose. As cruel as it may sound, this turn of events needn't be a tragic one for you. It is a chance for all you could have ever wanted in life, perhaps even more, if you possess the will to survive. Therefore, my proposal is a straightforward one. Will you join the Los Angeles Coven of Vampires? My coven.
I will, or I don't have much of a choice, do I? Like, she seems so bummed about it. A Jacksident? Nicolalia, yes. A Jacksident?
I don't have much of a choice, do I? Not particularly, no. I'm pleased you realize this, at the very least, so we can proceed past formalities.
The briefest of smiles flashed over her lips, like a subliminal message flickering on a TV screen. Hey, she liked that. She liked our sass. We're gaining points.
Very well. Let me establish the 3 rules of our coven. 1. When you feed, do not kill. It is unnecessary, since mortals always lose their memory of events leading up to the bite. Almost always. 2. Never reveal your true nature to a mortal. By doing so, you endanger not only yourself, but our entire kind. As a result, you'll be disposed of. And finally, do not turn any mortal into a vampire without my permission, my explicit permission. It's necessary to keep our population to a minimum, as otherwise the area could quickly become overcrowded. Do you understand all of this?
Crystal clear. I do. I don't understand anything, but continue.
Yeah, can you get to the point?
4 choices. Whoa. 4 choice Jack? I don't know how to deal with that. I'd say it's crystal clear. Makes sense to me.
Crystal. Good. See to it that you don't forget these rules.
With a quiet sniff, Cherise motioned towards the chair beside Marcus. I have to sit next to him, who had languidly stretched out into his seat while we were talking, man-spreading as far as possible. Ooh, look at the look. What is that look? They turned him so it's like you're sitting next to him on the couch. Look at all these little details. I'm so impressed. Like, they spent a long time working on this, but look at all the little details in it. As I settled down in the offered chair, Marcus flashed me a sidelong smirk. Vamp spread it. It seemed he found all of this particularly amusing. Oh, she's so annoyed. She's having none of it. No time for Marcus and his drawl. Cherise snapped her fingers to get my attention. My state of shock wasn't high on her list of priorities, apparently.
Now, Jack, you've arrived during a most difficult time. It just so happens that we're in the middle of a war, a messy political war waged in the dark, entirely unbeknownst to mortals. As she began her brisk business agenda, Cherise elegantly lowered herself on the couch opposite to me. The 3 houses, the ones all vampires belong to, Iskari, Mavar, and Golgotha, are fighting for the rule of Los Angeles. To put it very crudely, Iskari tend to be diplomatic, Mavar are more aggressive, and Golgotha are everything else.
Am I a Hufflepuff? Is that what happened? Am I the Hufflepuff of vampires? Jack's a Hufflepuff. He truly is a Jackson.
If only with that sample. Yes, well, no doubt he'll learn of the nuances soon enough, Marcus. Crossing her legs, Cherise let out a faint sigh, one hand flitting to push up her glasses. The current ruling house is Iskari. My house. What? Oh, I see. I'm bitten by the wrong one. We have governed Los Angeles for a number of years, but recently the other houses have gotten a little, how shall I put it, rowdy. We need to negotiate some sort of three-way peace to restore order, but that's easier said than done. There are simply too many secret deals, betrayals, and assassinations going on behind the scenes. However, you are new enough to be politically naive and unbiased.
Oh, Jack's hecka biased. Don't even pretend.
She paused, that critical light glinting in her eyes again. Unlike most of the other vampires in LA, you have neither an existing reputation nor any allegiances to speak of, and thus you may be the key to our reconciliation.
I'm listening, go on. Or I don't know if I like where this is going. So you want to use me as your political puppet. They're all good choices. The choices here are all really good. I can't save. I just have to live my life. So you want to use me as your political puppet, huh?
The novitiate whom I intended to be turned tonight was to become an agent. It is not political puppetry, it is diplomacy, and diplomacy comes in many forms. The first task I intend to give you is a simple one, but it will serve as an accurate measure of your potential. There's a meeting going on tomorrow night between Randall, the powerful leader of the Mavar rebels, and some Golgotha emissaries. I want you to sneak into that meeting and disrupt it.
How can I disrupt it? That sounds easy enough. Yeah. Can we use the Ethan approach? Just flail arms and yell? Is that an approach? No, I'd rather not walk into a death trap. To chaos. How can I disrupt it? How can I?
That will be the least of your concerns. You should be more worried about getting past the guards.
I have to sneak? Don't make me sneak. Come on.
Whatever tools you have at your disposal, first, I suggest you use them. Quick thinking and improvisation are the keys to seeing another sunset.
Oh, this sounds like I actually have to do stuff.
Tomorrow night, Marcus will call you an hour before the meeting. He should have all the details you need.
I mean, he should, but will he? Probably not.
Make sure that no treaty is made between the Mavar and Golgotha. It is an important step towards forcing Randall onto our side. He's too valuable as a potential ally. Consider this task your trial. It is an opportunity to transcend your circumstances, to prove that fate chose you for a reason.
With an air of finality, Cherise rose and stepped briskly past me, striding over to the door. Mark is just sitting there. Marcus shuffled aside, eyeing her with an arched eyebrow.
You'll be staying here at the Hollywood Heights Hotel in the room intended for the candidate you replaced. The hotel is managed by some of our people, so you'll be perfectly safe. The next time we speak, I'll be looking forward to the tale of your success, Jack. The door slammed shut behind her, and the swift clacking of her heels slowly faded into the distance. I turned to Marcus, unsure how exactly to process everything Cherise had just told me. Well. Seems to start smiling, you brother. He let out a delighted chuckle, winking at me behind those dark lenses. Stop with this motion, Marcus. Cherise doesn't like to make mistakes. You must have caught in a good mood tonight. Tell me, what do you think of her, the Red Queen? She's the Red Queen? Ooh, I like her. Powerful, confident. I like her. Honestly, I'm not sure yet. It's too early to tell. I've met convicted felons who seem more trustworthy. Does that make you her bishop? And me the pawn? Huh. Okay, can we have a Marcus's bishop headcanon going? Because does that make you her bishop and me the pawn? I have to. For the headcanon? I mean, she seemed really cool. But for the headcanon, are you... so you're already getting an eye for how things work. When you finally meet the king, the remaining pieces will slowly fall into place. Marcus paused, glancing down to an old-fashioned pocket watch in his palm. The fact that he owned one didn't surprise me in the least somehow. I'll be calling your room around midnight tomorrow. Be wise, prepare yourself in every sense of the word. What does that mean? I know many methods of preparation, not all of them safe for work. Because this is a prequel game to the other one. Like, this is about the clan structure and how it came to be. So could this be like the secret plot of how Bishop came to like rule it? That would be so cool. Let me not get too excited about my headcanon. Now it's about time for me to head out, but before I go, I have one last thing to say to you. I don't intend to say it twice. His expression suddenly grew dark. He stared at me intently as if to confirm I was listening. Do not trust anyone. Every soul you meet in Hollywood is full of lies, some unintentional, others deliberate. Very rarely does anyone do what they say or say what they truly mean. Only a fool believes everything they're told. Do you understand me, brother? You mean I can't trust you either? That's impossible. Everyone has to trust someone. Thanks, Marcus. I'll be careful. Oh, gee, thanks, Marcus. You're such a good friend. Oh, shucks. You mean I can't trust you either? And why would I be any different? It's the nails. Bishop had nails like that. My words, perhaps the least trustworthy of all. You should never simply take what I give you. Oh dear, I do believe we've fallen into a paradox. It's rather dark down here, isn't it? Snickering softly, he shoved a hand into his pocket, rummaging around for something. Where's the damn... here. If you ever want to muse in the apocalypse or take turns laughing at the stars, here's where you'll find me.
He reached for my hand, pressing a small object into my palm. My eyes flicked down to see what he'd given me. Ooh, do I get to choose what he gave me? Oh no. A small business card colored bright red and emblazoned with bold black letters. Blood and Roses. A dark paradise for all your erotic fantasies, adult movies, magazines, and more. Was I misinterpreting this card? Or did Marcus work at a sex shop? But by the time I glanced up again, he was already gone. He was like, he yeeted out of there. I hadn't even heard the door open or shut. How'd he left the room so suddenly? Because he's Batman. That's how. Maybe it was for the best if I didn't know. Leaving the empty room behind, I found my way back to the front desk, asking about Cherise's reservation. A slightly awkward, pale-faced clerk handed me a key without question. Room 915. Numbly, I made my way into the elevator and up to my room, where a posh corridor opened up to greet me. The room numbers felt like they passed by in a blurry marquee. 909, 911, 913, 915. My new home. Oh, ooh la la. Sparkling, clean, warmly lit, beautifully decorated, and almost too glamorous to be real. The kind of room where you'd see stars partying, orgying, and overdosing, ringing up their agents, shutting the curtains to hide from camera flashes, straight out of a magazine. Up close, though, I realized the room was just as dead as me. The cameras were the only thing that made it seem so alive. But part of me had guessed that already. As I stared at one of the stock paintings on the wall, trying to figure out what emotions I was feeling, something stirred in my gut. A dull, aching hunger. It didn't feel like the hunger pangs I'd felt before. It was in my mind as much as my body, like an addict who needed their fix. Was it a hunger for that? As much as I didn't want to even think of it as a possibility, the idea uncomfortably wormed into my head. Go look in the fridge. Ignore it. Try to go hunt. Try to go hunt? That's like really a... Maybe they, like, I'd say go look in the fridge. Like, maybe we're true blooding it. Maybe they were nice and put some blood in there for their poor new accidental fledgling. Maybe regular food. No, you're going in there to look for blood. Jack. Maybe regular food would tide me over, or just some water. I knew that was bullshit, of course, but I pretended not to. I slunk over to the mini fridge, unsure of what I was hoping to find. Blood. True blood. Pulling the tiny door open, I bent down to peer inside. But instead of discovering any water or food or even ice, I saw something completely different. What the narrator was expecting, but not me for some reason, for I am a Jack. 3 packs of blood, neatly sealed in translucent bags like morbid juice boxes. I snatched one up without thinking. At that moment, the sketchy bag looked better than a meal from a 5-star restaurant. Moving on impulse, I sank my fangs into the plastic, downing the cold liquid in giant gulps. The second it slid down my throat, a rush of energy flowed through me. The pain vanished, and my body hummed with, well, not life, but something close to it. Drinking it came so naturally, and each sip tasted better than the last. But in the back of my mind, I knew that I'd lost some part of myself at that moment, something that might never come back. So I drank until the bag was empty, and it was over. A knock at the door interrupted my dinner. New vamp who dis? I threw the empty bag into the trash can, quickly wiped off my bloody lips, and reached for the door. I thought Cherise and Marcus had left, but maybe one of them had come back to tell me something. Heath. Oh, good evening. A gentle melodic voice purred out from the man before me. Ooh, I can do my hypno voice. Yay. I'd never seen his face before, but his too pale skin and flashing fangs immediately gave away what he was. You're Jack, aren't you? Please tell me I'm right. Yes, that'd be me. What do you want? I wish handsome strangers knocked on my door every night. Not interested in solicitors. We don't want any. I wish handsome strangers knocked on my door. That's pretty bold. I like my vampire. I'm a vampire. My life is ending. And just like, hot stranger. We want full thirst. Oh, so many of you are full thirst. Yeah, why not? In for a penny, in for a pound. Yeah, I don't even... I know I have the save slots, you guys. I can't not fill a ridiculous amount of save slots. I wish handsome strangers knocked on my door every night. Whoa, that was too much. He let out a soft, surprised laugh, a delighted grin curling on his lips. I wanted to talk to you just for a little while. Promise I won't steal too much of your time. Sure, come on in. I guess if it's only for a little while. Yeah, sure, come in. Why not? I'm not doing anything else. Emma, my goodness. The scandal. Thank you. He slipped inside the room, glancing around curiously for a few moments. Oh, Joey, this is a sequel to Red Embrace. We're vampiring it up again. We're going full vampire. We're already turned. We are Jack once more, but a different Jack, but the same in spirit and heart. A faint floral scent drifted around him, just barely strong enough to be noticed. When he turned back to me, his eyes intensely fixated on mine, flicking away now and then as if he couldn't keep contact for too long. I didn't mean to catch you off guard, but I stopped by on, well, impulse. And really, I'm so happy that I did. He toyed with the fringe of his scarf, letting out a soft exhale. Oh, Joey, we have a new word. It's Jackcident, because he is a Jackcident. Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Heath. I already know who you are, of course, and I hope we'll get to know each other much better. Nice to meet you, Heath. I could use some new friends. I wouldn't mind if we got to know each other a lot better. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Why are you here again? I mean, as much as I want to go, like, oh my god, like, why are you here? They're playing the porniest music right now. Can you all hear it? Like, full thirst. I'm cautious. I feel cautious. Like, he's too pretty and he must be dangerous. Yes, of course, I should be more considerate after, well... I passed Cherie's on my way in, and she told me about what happened to you. It's awful. I'd say I'm sorry, but apologies won't get your life back. So I wanted to offer you a sympathetic ear and a shoulder to cry on, if you needed it. He spoke quietly, gravely, as if we were standing at a funeral for the Jack who died in that club. It wasn't so long ago that I lost my life, too. The changes leave you almost numb at first, but when everything finally hits you, the loneliness is overwhelming. I just wish I could go back. I'm not going to mope about it. What's done is done. It can't be all that bad. We've got powers and immortality, right? I'm not a moping vampire. Like, you know, whenever you get those vampire choices and they're like, do you want the fun vampire or the mopey vampire? And people are like, Angel. I'm like, he mopes too much. I want the fun vampire. I want the Spike. Even though I like Louis better, I want the Lestat. I want
You have to live my undead life. I'm not gonna mope about it. What's done is done. That's a strong attitude. I'm a little jealous. I just hope you can keep your strength after the weight of everything really hits you. Ooh, what was that motion? He let out a quiet sigh, running a hand through its feathery hair, and we saw it. Look at that. We saw it happen. It was a little surprising how much my situation seemed to upset him, considering the apathy or amusement everyone else had shown so far. See, I feel like Heath is the choice if you really like that brooding, like sympathetic, like, oh, I live in a cabin and I read books all day kind of vampire. Cherie's mentioned your house, too. Houses, well, they're supposed to be the core of who we are in this hidden world, what defines us and what sets us apart. Our gazes met for a few moments. He kept his head slightly lowered, either from shyness or a conscious effort to be coy. I've always found Golgotha like you to be so fascinating, beautiful, in a haunted way. You're different from Marcus, still warm and lifelike, not cynical and cold. We doing Marcus? You and Marcus? Is that a thing? Am I about to interrupt true love? But there's still a haunting mystery in your gaze, like silk draped over dark secrets. It's more of a cotton polyester blend, but yes. Are you telling me I have crazy eyes? Your secrets are less secret than mine. It's more of a cotton polyester blend. Oh, I need to. I just... Then there are secrets after all. Won't you tell me what it's like? They say the world starts to grow more and more unravels for the Golgotha, starting from the very moment they're turned. I don't mind sharing, but can you handle the secrets I see? I don't let my secrets out to play. Ooh, can you handle it? Like, it's so aggressive. My Jack is all over the place. He has no core. Crystal? Oh, I'm torn. I like both of these options. I don't mind sharing, but can you handle the secrets I see? I don't think you're ready for this, Jelly. I'm torn. Maybe I can, but that doesn't mean I won't try, especially if it means learning more about you. Heath studied me for a moment in silence before his gaze shifted to the window. I glanced past him at the glittering cityscape, only to meet his stare again in the glass's reflection. Their eyes are meeting in the glass. Abort, it's all happening. His expression had quickly sobered. The way his mood seemed to shift so quickly caught me off guard. It was like they flicked on and off at a whim. You know, a few years ago, you would have had a group of Golgotha to welcome you into this new world. But now, well, with the war going on, everyone seems more interested in protecting themselves than helping each other, even their own house members. I can't stand it. Alright, now Heath can tell us stuff. Isn't there a way to make peace? Heath shook his head, tracing his thumb along the cross at his neck. You know who else wore a cross? From the other game, remember? The one that Isaac was keeping safe. Huh. I'm making all kinds of headcanons now. I need to be stopped. No, not while the Mavar and Golgotha refused to enter a treaty with us. The Ascari, that is. Until then, we're trapped in this endless cycle of bloodshed. I don't know who's more of a danger to us, the hunters or ourselves. Because remember Luca's brother got turned and it was a thing, and like the headcanons, I'm off the rails. Oglies, this is Heath. He's our brooding vampire for the evening. Vampire hunters? You mean vampire hunters? Or why can't they reach an agreement? Hunters? You mean vampire hunters? Yes, there aren't many of them, but they're always a lurking threat. Heath bit his lip, a troubled frown flitting across his face for a few moments. But listen to me, Jack, please. More than anything else, I hope you'll remember, if you don't want to be alone, you don't have to be. I run a bar downtown, nothing much. Just a little nook for stars and a sanctuary for people like us. It's called Saturnalia. Won't you come by sometime? I don't mean to sound pushy, but... You don't? Really? Because... The warm lamplight reflected in his eyes as they flicked up towards mine. I wish we'd asked him why he was so empathetic, because I thought we'd get to ask more questions, because Marcus let us ask more questions. You're making me want to spend more time with Marcus. In the following silence, I heard sirens echoing from somewhere far, far away. There's something different about you, something that I've never seen before. Really like to talk to you more if you'd let me. I'd like to come by, Heath. I might even make a surprise visit. I'll think about it, thanks. Or, no need to save me a seat. I'll think about it. Look, I'll think about it, okay? Like, back off. Sophie, you're not here for it. You're just like, no. I'll think about it. My hesitant reply made Heath clasp his hands together in a playfully pleading way. You're not giving me false hope, are you? But maybe it isn't so bad. I'll look forward to the chance of seeing you again every night I'm there. Should leave. The sun's coming up soon. But I'll remember to say a prayer for your success tomorrow. You know what I'm doing. You didn't tell me anything, really. You danced around it. You're just thirsty for Golgotha. I don't trust you, Heath. Until then, if you ever need me, you know where I am. With a gentle bow of his head, he gave me one last long look. Good night, Jack. Good night, Heath. Sleep well. Silence, or don't let the door hit you on the way out. I'm stupid. Ugh. I don't know. I know, right, Artemis? Like, it's not... They shouldn't be thirsting after us. Like, this dynamic is... Just be nice. Silence. I don't trust you. I don't know why. I just don't.
With that, Heath quietly made his way to the exit, slipping outside. Once the door clicked shut behind him, I was alone again in golden solitary confinement. Like Heath said, the sun would rise soon, meaning I'd need to tightly shut the curtains and curl up until tomorrow night. In a way, I didn't want to. Shutting the curtains would mean surrendering to the reality that this wasn't all some insane dream. But I wasn't sure how much longer I could deny that reality. With the coming sunrise safely hidden away, I turned off the bedroom lights. No, I do, Malou, because in these games, if you click stuff, it can lead you on a path. And I want to leave my path open, because sometimes you can end up locked into a plot that you don't mean to if you pick the things that are not the way you want to go. As I stared at the LED glow of the alarm clock, letting my transformed body sink towards something resembling sleep, one last thought drifted into my head, and that was, Marcus owns a sex shop. I feel incredibly lonely. I feel deeply determined. I feel strangely excited. It's exciting. The clandestine thing, like the room, the whole thing. Excited. It's exciting. Why did I whisper it? I'm like trapped in Heath's voice. As unbelievable and terrifying as tonight had been, a part of me was perversely thrilled. The same part of me that was super into getting bitten at the club. This new sense of power, this world of secrets, even the taste of blood. Maybe this was who I was always meant to be. With that feeling still settled in my chest, I closed my eyes. Finally, a comforting nothingness pulled me down into the dark and away from the coming day. Oh, it's so gorgeous. "12:01. Marcus is 1 minute late." I've been waiting 3 hours for this call, anxiously pacing in my room. I picked up the phone before the third ring, readying myself for Marcus's poetic drawl. "Hello to our valued Hollywood Heights customer?" But instead, a boisterous theatrical voice boomed at me through the receiver. Oh, that wasn't boisterous or theatrical. I'll try again, sorry. "Are you paying too much for your car insurance? We're offering a very special deal just for Hollywood Heights Platinum Rewards members." Yes, give me the deal. Silence, hang up. I like that. Yes, give me the deal. Blue cat, that pun. Oh. Give me the deal. Oh. Give it to me. That's just what I love, an excited customer. Did you know that we also offer great deals on life insurance? You never know when tragedy will strike. I strike pretty often, yes. Or, oh no, what if I'm already dead? Oh no, what if I'm already dead? That is a problem. Well, never fear. Hollywood Heights Insurance will find a plan that's right for you. Accidents happen. That's our motto. And that's right, because I'm a jackcident. Accidents are a tender subject for me. I'd like to talk to another rep, please. Accidents are a tender subject for me. The call suddenly went silent. I heard nothing, not even elevator music until... "Hello, brother. How you feeling tonight? Ready for the start of your Herculean trials, I hope." Aw, but I wanted the car insurance. Marcus! Faking me out with a car insurance call. I wanted the car insurance.
No, I assure you, it's much cheaper traveling to hell in a handbasket.
His low chuckle rasped at me through the wine.
Down to our business for tonight, however. The place to go is July Company Park in an abandoned garage downtown. That is where the party's about doomed rendezvous and meeting. You'll need to find Randall and get him to call off negotiations. Do you follow me thus far, brother?
I can't, brother. My performance anxiety is kicking in. Or yeah, continue. Marcus is secretly trying to sell us stuff. Yeah, continue.
Now listen carefully, because here comes the best part. There's a knife that Randall loves very, very much.
Why do you know that, Marcus?
Why, he loves that blade as much as Lot's daughter loved their daddy. If he thinks someone stole it, it'll drive him completely wild and put him in a very unprofessional mood.
I heard Marcus inhaling sharply on the other end of the line, like someone preparing to gleefully deliver news.
And that knife just so happens to be waiting for you at the hotel's front desk. You take the knife, show it to Randall, pretend you got it off a Golgotha, who wants to drive a hard bargain with it. That's sure to ruin negotiations. I rather doubt Randall will mistake you for one of his unwashed lackeys, but Sheree says he'll be seeing too much red to care.
Got it. I'm ready to go. This sounds sketchier than gas station sushi, but okay. I have a really bad feeling about this. I don't know how I feel about this at all, but I kind of like bantering with him. I do have a bad feeling about this, but I'm so gung-ho to meet Randall, and I want to do it before I have to get off stream. That sounds sketchier than gas station sushi, but okay, because I'm excited. I'm full of excitement and pep for Undead.
If you want to get by in this existence, you'll have to get used to the unsavory plays. Now, once you're finished up, return to the hotel bearing all your good tidings. I have faith in you, Jack. And then again, I also had faith in Jack Kennedy, so maybe don't call yourself the Messiah just yet.
It was sink or swim then. I didn't have the first idea of what to expect, and that terrified me, but if I'd survived so far in Hollywood among the living, then I'd find a way to do it among the dead. After picking up the knife from the front desk, I left the hotel and skulked out onto the street. July Company Parking. I vaguely remembered seeing that sign before, at least so I had some idea of where to go. Steeling my nerves, I set out in the garage's direction, trying to avoid eye contact with any late-night passerby. For I am vampire. But as I walked, I started to feel the same aching hunger I'd felt last night. Uh-oh. Them's saving words. Oh, I saved twice during this heat thing, huh? It was just a dull pain at first, but it quickly grew stronger, gnawing at me from the inside. I couldn't focus on anything else. Before I entered the parking garage, I'd have to find blood to sate myself, or else the pressure would snap me. Damn it, that was probably why the fridge had 3 blood packs, not just 1. Just then, my heightened senses picked up a scent. Down the alley, the scent of a mortal. Alone. There was no one else nearby, which meant I could feed on them if I wanted to. The pain was getting worse. My body ached, my head spun, and the whole world pulsed in front of me. Try to resist. Give in to the hunger. I'm living my best vampire life. This is my life now. It was no use. I needed to feed. I needed blood. Warm blood. These were my new instincts. Everything had changed, and denying that would just be a losing battle.
slipped into the alley, pulled like a magnet towards that wonderful scent. It didn't take long before I caught sight of the source. The young man let out a gasp when I stalked up to him.
La gasp.
He'd been taking a piss behind the dumpster, but quickly zipped himself up and cleared his throat.
Hello? Can I help you with something? I'm just on my way home from work.
His voice trembled. This was the first time someone had ever really been afraid of me. But the only thing I could concentrate on was the smell of his blood, suddenly the most delicious scent in the world. Don't worry, I'm not gonna mug you. Here, kitty, kitty. Or yes, I need you.
I mean, your kitty kitty is like he's gone full sociopath at that point. Like, here, kitty kitty. Yes, I need you. Let's try and be a seductive vampire. I'm going for it. Need me? For what?
I took a step towards him slowly. He stayed in place, but I could see his whole body tensing up, getting ready to turn and bolt. Another step, and another, until he was only a foot or two away. Shh, come here, just for a moment. Pull him into my arms. You can't run away, because you don't want to. I like, shh, come here just for a minute. Okay, we gotta be careful. We're hunting. We're hunting. I like that we actually get to vampire in this game. That's very exciting. Shh, come here a minute. At first, he only stared at me, blinking. But the next moment, he stumbled forward as if I was pulling him by an invisible string.
Yes! Success! Do.
I curled my arms around him, gently tilting his head to one side, and the hunger in my gut jumped eagerly. I'm sorry. Shh. Or you're dreaming, don't worry. You're dreaming. Don't worry.
Yeah, I gave us earrings.
With a shuddering breath, he closed his eyes, weakly clutching my shirt. My lips met the side of his neck. Fangs extending, I pressed them to his flesh. And sunk them in.
Yeah, I know, right? Soul Cutie, like they actually, that means they drew one for every custom character possible. Like, that's amazing.
Hot blood flooded onto my tongue, down my throat, sending sparks of life into my dead body. It was pure bliss.
Bliss, woo. So blissful I can't even say it.
Not like food, not even like a buzz. It was a high, a delicious shock that ran through me and lifted me up. The blood pack from last night couldn't even compare. It was like tasting ambrosia after licking dirt off the ground. But it wasn't just the taste that made the moment euphoric. It was the experience, the predatory feeling of holding this mortal who squirmed with pleasure as I fed from him. The faint whimpers leaking out from beneath my fangs, soft and sweet. Why was it so unnervingly satisfying? Slowly, his body grew limp in my arms, lightly trembling, chest rising and falling unevenly. Okay, you need to stop. I pulled back, licking my lips. I'd almost gotten carried away and drunk too much. It was so hard to help myself. The young man was still slumped in my arms, peacefully unconscious. I could still feel his heart beating, and his skin didn't look too pale. He'd wake up before too long, I hoped. But I couldn't waste any more time. I needed to head towards the garage to catch the meeting before it ended, so I decided to carry him somewhere safe or leave him. I can't waste the time, though. They need... I mean, I don't want to leave him, like, just some, like, meat sack. But I don't have the time. Vampire things. My humanity is... Leave him. I am vampire now. What are mortals to me? He wasn't my responsibility. If someone wanders down an alley in LA at night, they deserve whatever happens to them. Whoa! I set him down on the ground, propping him against the wall and wiping the blood off his neck with my thumb. He'd be fine. Besides, another human would barely be able to notice him in the dark. And if they did, well, that was his problem. I mean, it's still kind of our problem because we have rules. Like, they can't... Ava, yeah, he did walk down an alley, and so I think he feels that way about himself. Oh. I kind of want to be nicer. I mean, I want to embrace vampire life, but... I don't know. That's so cold. I'll live with it for now. Deciding not to loiter any longer, I hurried back to the street. Yeah, I know. Look at the sign in the back. But as I rushed towards the parking garage, savoring the last drops of blood on my tongue, I couldn't stop thinking about what just happened. So this was what it meant to be a vampire. An urban, unholy apex predator. Apex Lex? A parasite. Just like Marcus had said, living off somebody else's life. There really was no going back. I know, right, Jules? Randall. July Company Parking Garage, closing October 8th. How many Octobers ago, I wondered? Judging from the litter and grime all around the sign, probably quite a few had passed. We probably would have made it on time if we'd made the other choice. It just would have been like, we still have humanity. There's still light in the dark. Well, it didn't matter. This was the place. A bored-looking thug stood by the entrance, obviously stationed as a guard. My first trial by the looks of it. All right. Jack time. Jack, attack. Ooh. Oh. I have so many slams. I'm like, I'm 2 pages into these save slots. Putting on a confident expression, I strode up to him and cleared my throat. Why is he posed like that? Place is closed. Go dick around somewhere else. He barked a few short words out at me before I could even open my mouth. I'm one of the Golgotha meeting here tonight. Please let me in. If you don't let me into this meeting, you're going to be in deep shit later. Or he's coming. He's coming. Ooh, okay. How are we gonna play this? How are we gonna play this? He's coming. He's coming. I just want to say it. He's coming. What? You talking about? Who's coming? Him. The one who's always watching. The father. Him. The one who's always watching. You're really freaking me out, dude.
The hell are you talking about? I hate goddamn cold creeps.
He's very unhappy with you. Yes, very unhappy. I wonder if he'll need your corpse. I could use a new body pillow. He's very unhappy with you. Yes, very unhappy.
You don't mean him, right? The call leader?
Who else? Or just nod?
Whoa, I mean, I feel like... yeah.
Nod.
I'm getting out of here. Sorry, Randall. No, I'm sticking around to see that guy. He's not here already, is he?
You better run. You should pray now. You'd better run. You'd better run.
Run? Yeah, I'm running. I can't yell. My daughter's asleep next door. And with that, he took off at lightning speed, dashing around the corner.
Goal leader. I wonder who he was talking about. Bishop.
Cha.
This man sounded like someone worth meeting, especially if he got that kind of reaction.
I hurried into the garage, feeling only vaguely sorry for the guard. I feel sorry for nothing. I left a guy in an alley. I was living in an even more brutal world than before, and I had a sense that misplaced mercy might equal death now.
Ooh, look at his garage. After darting down a few levels of the garage at top speed, I finally arrived.
I just want to see Randall, then I'm going to have to peace out.
Loud whispers and rowdy laughter made it sound like the meeting hadn't started yet. I was just in time. The two groups standing across from each other were pretty clear-cut. I could easily tell which house was which. One was full of rough types, probably gangsters and punks in life. Tattoos, leather, jackets, piercings, and wild eyes were everywhere. The other group, interestingly enough, looked like the complete opposite. Eccentric outfits, soft murmurs, and a large amount of eerie smiles. Almost instantly, I felt a pull towards them. In this strange, dark world, the Golgothas seemed to shine brightly. They looked like a library full of answers. Answers to all the questions swirling around in my head. Yeah. It's probably determined by our personality, because remember, we said we were there for answers. But I didn't have a choice. I knew I'd have to wait before finally getting my hands on those answers. All right, let's cut the bullshit and talk conditions. I don't know who this is, so I'm just doing a random voice. A deep voice. Okay, suddenly boomed through the garage, making everyone fall silent. Moments later, a tall, muscular vampire pushed his way to the front of the Mavar group. The sheer force of his presence made it instantly clear who he was. When I blinked, I thought I saw some sort of circlet on his head, shining brightly. But it vanished the next moment. Is he an angel?
Goth for?
Just an illusion.
I only agreed to this meeting because I hate those Ascari bastards more than I hate you. I'm guessing it's mutual. If you want a truce, there'd better be something to sweeten the deal. I don't think these guys here will settle for anything less.
Yeah! Hell yeah, don't let him weasel out, Randall.
Cheers of approval rang out from the rowdy group behind him.
But sadly, I need to work tomorrow. Oh, look at his hands. Why are there are like stigmata marks on his hands? And he said he saw okay, we're gonna have to leave that for a moment because I have to work tomorrow, so we're gonna have to come back to these vampires, but we are gonna play this again super soon because this is I think this is so good. I'm loving this so much. I hope you guys are loving it. Do you like it? I think this is really, really good so far. All right,
we will be back. We're going to play again. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. The stream's going to be up for those who came late or missed it. And we'll be back because we need to get to the bottom of all of this. I need to jack out. All right. Oh my God, that could have gone so much different. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys later. Bye.